Join us, won't you, on this magical journey.
14 hours later, and we've just arrived. How was it, guys?
Great! It was fun.
What she said.
There you have it.
Good morning, guys. Road's bumpy. My driver over here. Today we're going to share some few travel tips, traveling with children. Hopefully make your life a little easier.
Yeah, 10-hour car ride.
11-hour
car ride.
I think it's, yeah.
14 hours later.
11 hours driving straight through, but we'll have stops because, you know, no one can do that.
With kids.
But with kids, yeah. Fully confident we could.
No, I have to pee too much.
That's true. And we're on our way to the beach. Join us, won't you, on this magical journey. So tip number 1 to make your life with traveling easier: get up. I said bike crack.
Leave before the crack of dawn.
Leave. Tip number 1.
Use the left 2 lanes to take exit.
Tip number 1. Right there.
Are you going to?
Well, I keep bumping and it's like, yeah. Tip number 1, guys. Leave at the crack of dawn. Before the crack of dawn.
Easiest way to travel.
Easiest way to travel possible with kids, because they spend a good chunk of time sleeping.
And less traffic.
And a lot less traffic. That's a good one. The kids sleeping, that's what everyone wants. Just children to sleep in the car the entire time.
We got up at 4 a.m.
We got up at 4 a.m., left the house at 5.
Alan's driving now. So, tip number 2. Electronic time goes out the window.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist. It's free range. That only applies to 2+ car hour rides for our family.
Yeah.
Like, if it's just a 45-minute drive, an hour drive, no. 2+ hours, have at it, buddy. 2+ hours gets us back home to West Virginia, and the kids can just have their tablet and be fine. We have now been in the car for 13 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been in the car for 13 hours.
That's not possible.
Well, I mean, we've had a couple stops.
Bathroom breaks and
bathroom
stuff.
breaks, but yeah. And if you've seen our other videos and vlogs, especially the one where we were just talking about a few weeks ago, taking your kids out to dinner for a 3-hour dinner, electronics aren't something that the kids use very often or very long. So the fact that it's unlimited is super duper special for long car rides. And that helps with it. Like, if you make it an extra special big deal when they do get it, because they don't get it very often, it helps a lot in this. We tried to download movies to the kids' tablets, but they're full. That's a whole different issue. We actually just downloaded them to Alan's phone and turned the phone in airplane mode and gave the kids Alan's phone so they could watch movies on the way down. Because that way the movies take up more time, not just like TV shows, but like full-on Disney movies. That's worked out great. Other thing that we do, which I don't know if you consider this a tip or not, we don't do, really bumpy, we don't do free range in food. Like, they are still on a semi-meal schedule. They had a breakfast, they had a lunch. Olivia kind of dragged that out and had a little bit of a snack. Like, we have a snack bag, they can have snacks, but it's not just free range, entertain yourself by just eating the entire time. That's just not something we do. And if you want to know more about our eating habits, we have a whole Little Foodies playlist. I'll link it up here if you guys want to check that out. I'm pretty strict on making sure the kids eat a variety of foods.
Tip number 3.
Or 4.
4.
We're not sure what number we're at now.
Benadryl, guys.
No, we can't. Sarcasm.
Because you're going switching between states, and allergies are an issue. Different air qualities in different states.
No, don't, guys, immediately, because we take them out of bed so early, we just leave her in her pajamas and stick her straight in the car seat with a blankie and a snuggly and stuffed animal. But we just leave her in her pajamas. We don't do a whole lot to disturb her, so she's more likely to stay asleep.
Yeah.
So that's a really cool trip. Jesse's obviously old enough now. He gets himself dressed, but he is wearing comfy clothes, and he matches Alan. That was not on purpose, guys. We just instinctively match. We're one of those families. Hey, I match kind of too. Like, I'm wearing this really cozy black jumpsuit. Love it. Great for travel. It's been like on magazines and articles and stuff for like one of the coziest things to wear on a plane. It's cozy. Oh, tip to go along with what Alan was saying. Not the Benadryl, but a great trick for car sickness is peppermint. I love candy canes. I discovered that at Christmas time. The peppermint in the candy canes really helps with my car sickness. Olivia got car sick earlier. I gave her a let her suck on the candy cane for a little bit, but we also have essential oils. I do the Young Living essential oils because I love them. I'm not a big oil person. There are a few that I'm pretty ride or die. They work great and they work really well for us, so I stick with what works. And peppermint oil, if I'm feeling like nauseous or at some stomach or car sick, the smell of it works fantastic to make me feel better. So I put a little dab of peppermint oil on the strap on Olivia's car seat, and she was feeling better in no time. It worked great. So peppermint oil or peppermint candy canes, great for car sickness. Again, I'm sorry this is so shaky. The information's good though. Let's deal with it, because now we're getting into the good stuff. Car tips and tricks for long car rides with kids that we don't abide by or don't do, like ever. What you got, Alan?
Don't Benadryl your kids.
Yes, number one. Also, we don't do that whole Pinterest mom, I'm gonna give you a new toy wrapped up in a gift for every hour that you're in the car. Like, if you want to do that, you go for it, buddy. It's definitely not our style. Like, no. It is way too much work and way too many new things, and
have enough stuff to pack as it is.
Yeah, packing, like, that is not for us. And again, if you guys do any of these things, you do you. We're just telling you our experience, what works great for us and our kids. Little disclaimer there so nobody gets angry in the comments. Not that that'll stop them, but you get the point. License plate lingo, I think would be cool if the kids were older, but it just doesn't work for our age kids. Or like coloring the states as they come through. Like, great, that entertains them for like 2 seconds, and then they're bored again. That doesn't really work for us at all. So we've heard a lot of advice of people saying, like, surprise the kids so they don't know what toys they're going to be playing with in the car. We make the kids pick out their own, and they can only bring a few, although we do double check them to make sure they're good car toys, something that's easy for them to play with in the car, because for some reason they like to think that, you know, Uno and swords are good car toys, and we have to explain to them why they're not. We don't do the scheduled out breaks and rest time, like every 2 hours you're going to get out of the car and walk around and do things like that. We're a go with the flow type of people. So, like, we didn't have lunch till what, 2:30?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, we can have lunch at noon, that's fine, but Olivia had just fallen asleep, and we were going to keep driving as long as she would stay asleep. If Jesse was starving, we had a snack food to hold him over, not a big deal. And so we waited till she woke up to go somewhere and have lunch. We were not going to waste that time. Furthest we could get with the most useful amount of time of the kids being resting or sleeping, we're gonna go as far as we can for as long as we can without taking a break to get there. Yep. Other ones we don't do, anything involving crafts. Anything like crafty or baking or anything that involves little parts or multiple parts, no. We have enough to pack and enough to worry worry about and enough to
Big
of a
enough
mess back there.
Yeah.
Anything crafty is a no-no. So our best tip, I think, especially not only for the kids but for the parents too, audiobooks, guys. Audiobooks. We've downloaded 2 new audiobooks, one for the ride down there, one for the ride back. We love audiobooks for long car rides. They really help pass the time, make it go faster. Olivia was actually requesting us to turn the book back on earlier.
Yeah.
She's like, can we listen to the book now? I'm like, hold on, we're getting gas. Once we get back on Interstate, we'll turn it back on. And if you do want to try them out, I do have a code. I'll link it down below. And you can get, I think, 2 audiobooks for free if you sign up for the Premium Plus free trial. Things that we also don't do in the car are reading books because both of our kids are very prone to car sickness. So reading books in a car is a big no-no for us. But we do those, what do they call it? The Melissa and Doug little like coloring things that are super simple and just have one marker or one of those water paint things that aren't a lot of pieces to get lost. Or those reusable sticker, yeah, those. Yep, those.
There's multiple of them. Some come with brush pen things. Some of them come with pens.
Markers.
Markers,
Yeah. So we do those, or like the sticker books, that have the reusable stickers. Jessie used to love those. Olivia, with her car seat and stuff not having a lot of space, doesn't do very well with those because she doesn't have enough space for them yet.
So another thing we like to do, and the kids really enjoy, is jamming out to music. 2 little dancers, singers in the back seat.
They do. They jam out a lot. They're kind of obsessed with oldies. I like to download playlists on Spotify so we can listen to them in the car. And I'll do that on even like short car rides if we love to jam out just driving in town. Oldies. This past week or 2, the kids have been loving their oldies. Woo, woo. Olivia's new favorite song is Lollipop. Sing it.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, lollipop, 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 oh lolly, lollipop. Bottom.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe found a few tips helpful in long car rides.
Or at least entertaining, if
Or
nothing
entertaining,
else. Yeah. We try to be useful and if nothing else, entertaining. We put out new videos every single Tuesday. They're usually like educational, vlog style, informational, things like that. So if you guys want, go ahead and if you made it this far, hit the like button, hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up, make a comment. You know, we like to be friends, hang out. Yeah. So we will see you next Tuesday. Thanks for watching. Bye. 14 hours later, and we've just arrived.
Yes.
How was it, guys?
Great. It was fun.
What she said.
There you go. There you have it.
Click on this video. Will you please click on this video? Come on. Push it. Can you please subscribe? Can you please push that subscribe button? Or for the other video, just go and press this button. Go on. Click this button. Or this button. Or this button. Well, mostly this button. I would like it if you did.